What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 8 different altcoins today. We'll be going over them in this order, so pay attention if you want to skip through. I will leave timestamps in the description so you can click on which ones you want to see, but I'm going to go over the list right now. XVG for Crypto Kaku. We're doing it on the Coin Trader Pro chart as you requested. I'm sorry it's taking so long. OPSEC for Michael S-Man. KAVA for Hoshi, OHM for Dacus, XDC for George Oral, MNW for Fab Fellas, LMWR, and FRM for C-Drill. That's the order we're going to do it in. Again, I will leave timestamps in the description below. If you want to leave a request, feel free to do so. You can leave it in the comments. You can join the Discord. I will leave a link in the description as well for the Discord, and you can just leave requests there. I do see to them very quickly. I don't care if it's a coin, a stock, a commodity, a whatever. If I can chart it, I will chart it. And this is a TradingView style chart, but it's on Coin Trader Pro. I'll even go, if you give me the details on how to get to another chart, I will if it's not available on TradingView or if there's more data as this one is. Anyways, without any more of that, hit the like button, subscribe to see more, and let's get into this. All right, 8 altcoins for glory or doom. Let's see how it is. Yes, this one's white. I don't have the nighttime setting, and I don't really care to set it up. I want to breeze through these real quick. So looking at Verge here, I think the reason why Crypto Kaku, why you had me do this one, is because it has the most historical data, and yes, it does look like it does. Double bottom, nice looking chart nonetheless. I don't think that this really is going to help me at all. I mean, maybe it does. Let's see. To be completely fair, I will have to set up the fibs a little bit here. You can see, you can tag along if you want to set up your fibs. If they look like this, it's at the default setting. You just double click it, scroll down, fibs based on log scale. Make sure you're in log on the charts. I like to bring the background to this. That way the shade isn't there, but you can do it however you want. And then extend lines, boom, it's right there. And there we go, we got it. So double bottom off your 618, beautiful to see over a long-term macro. Definitely does look productive. I would think that you are going to continue to build higher right now. You are, you had a pop. You are consolidating above a previous area of resistance, not bad. Previous area of support as well. So I would think you continue higher. Your next target's probably going to be around 1.44 cents. Are you going to do that now? Are you going to do that later? I don't know. Let's get the RSI on here. Just getting all the little tutorials on how to put things on. You click indicators on this one, or on TradingView, you would click, well, I guess it's indicators on there too, so that's fine. Scroll down to Relative Strength Index right there, RSI. I like to set mine to the 10. Pretty simple. On TradingView, it's a little bit more advanced than that. You have to, there's all this extra stuff that I just don't think you need, but whatever. Some people like it more complicated. It helps them. For me, it makes things more complicated. And just so you know too, you guys, you can I don't know where it is, but I'm pretty sure, I thought you'd be able to set the RSI. Once upon a time you could set the RSI to log. I don't know if you can do that anymore, but that's irrelevant because that'd just be dumb anyways. But let me see here. Looking at the monthly, that's why it looks like this. Okay, let's go to the weekly. The monthly RSI always looks so weird to me, man. I say that like almost every time that I'm on it. Yeah, doesn't look bad, looks neutral, whatever. You're just going to move sideways until you don't, and you're probably going to move up. I would bet before you move up, you see some kind of flush down, which, hey, you might have just had that. But, it might be a little bit lower. It might be something that takes you out of this range. It's like a fake out, and then you move up. You might not have that. You might just pop up, but when is that going to happen? I don't know. It could happen in a month from now. It could happen in 2 months from now. It could happen next week. I really don't know. But the next target that I'd be looking for is 1.44 cents. Beyond that, if you move down from here, it's going to be small. If you move up from here, it's going to be small. So until you break out, that's Verge. That's my opinion as far as like what it's got for the cycle. I mean, I don't know, man. It couldn't see new all-time highs. It's very possible either way. Let's see, top to bottom here. I'm going to get rid of this fib. You are below the 236, yeah. Yeah, and you probably will go a little bit of, I really do think that you're going to see that 1.44 cent area. I mean, you could see the same being worth $7. It is possible. Let's see. Verge is an OG, and I like to give my credits to the OGs, especially if they've held up well. Market cap, yeah, you could see a $7 Verge, I think, by the end of this cycle. As crazy as that sounds, with only a market cap of 60 million, essentially. If you did a 10x, that's 600 million. A 100x is 6 billion, right? And from here, a 100x would take you to 30 cents. 60 billion would take you to $3. Maybe not $7 then. I don't know why that's up there. Maybe not $7. I take it back. I don't think you can see $7. I think that's a bit out of reach, but I could see maybe at the highest somewhere around $3, which probably comes into play with your 1272 or something like that. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's a little bit past that. What about your 1414? Yeah, a little bit past that even. Somewhere in that area, I could see that happening. So probably not even $3. Between $1.20 and $2.50. That's all I got for Verge. Let's move on to the next one, which is OPSEC. Probably gonna have to use Dex Screener, which is fine. OPSEC. Get rid of this little thing here. Get rid of that. Very new chart. That's okay. It's going to be harder to do TA on something like this, but again, I'm going to have to put that relative strength index on there, the RSI. And you don't even have enough data to make it relevant. I do want to use the 10 though. And hey, you got a little bit. You're overbought. You're well, you're not very overbought, but you're decently overbought. Showing strength, kind of like you want to move up more, if I really, really had to guess. Yeah. Rejected the 786 to a T, tipped it. You're holding support on the 1272. You could come down more. This 4 hour right now, it looks green, but you still have 2 hours, 48 minutes left. You could come down, absolutely. Work your way down to this 886. That wouldn't be hard at all. You know, the only reason at first I was saying you could go up is because of this look here. Bouncing off your overbought zone is a strong signal. Bouncing off your 1272 is as well. If you do move up, I doubt that you see new highs. I do doubt that you see new highs. I mean, maybe you do, but you're probably going to close just a little bit higher, maybe around here. Get a higher high on a closing basis, get a lower high in your RSI, have some bearish divergence, and then move down. And where are you going to move down to? Ultimately, I think probably to this 886. So is it a good time to get in after a move like this while you're coming down? Probably not. Even if it goes up from here, it's probably not a good time to get in. I think if you're patient enough, you'll see prices around 9.3 cents, and here you are sitting at 12.65 cents. Yes, it could move up to 14 cents or higher from here, but I doubt it moves up too much higher than this. I would just wait on this if I was looking to get in. Probably wait for a higher low, and then up we go. Higher low, and then up we go, and that's really all I have for this thing because it's very new. Who knows, man? Tomorrow it could look like this. Tomorrow it could look like this. Like, new charts are harder to do TA on, but that's what I got for what we have presented. Yes, I wouldn't be surprised again if it made strides a little bit higher, but I would be. What's going on? Hold on. How come 1521? Okay, no, that is right. Okay, yeah. Maybe you do see an hourly close like right up here. No, maybe not. Maybe you don't get an. I don't know. What I would expect again is maybe a 4 hourly close like above this high, so it could close here. You could wick up again, some kind of double top, if not a lower high nonetheless, but a higher high on a closing basis to give you formal bearish divergence. Yeah, so that's OPSEC. KAVA now, which is probably also gonna. Oh no, this one is doable without a DEX. Let's see. I'm gonna look at this on a weekly. So weekly, very new chart on Coinbase. What about on Binance? A lot older. Okay, that's cool. We'll use Binance. What about USDT? I like USDT because it has more volume. Yeah, that's fine. We'll use this one. KAVA on Binance. It went up, it went down, it formed a nice little dome, and now you're moving sideways. Decent volume, building, but you're not doing anything with it, right? So you're accumulating here. You probably will pop at some point. These are the perfect coins, man, because a lot of coins have already popped off, right? And they're pulling back right now. Something like this, if you put your money into it, yes, it can go down, but it probably won't go down as much as the ones that have run up phenomenally over the past like couple months. But it does have a higher low here. Nice to see. Let's see here. From top to bottom there. Didn't really get to your 618. That's okay. Bouncing off your 236. Let's look at the weekly. I'm kind of inclined to believe that you do go lower. A slightly higher low just like you had before. perhaps. Yeah, the daily looks like it wants to go lower, I would say. You're hugging this green line. You had a chance of getting a positive reaction, but you rejected an area that you've rejected a few times, so you do probably come down a little bit more. If I really had to guess as to where you're going, I don't know, man. Maybe down to about 62 cents, 60 cents, maybe all the way down to 56 cents even. Though I kind of would doubt that you see that. But if you do go to 56 cents, that would be like the absolute low. I wouldn't think that you go lower than this low, but anything can happen, of course. Yeah. Probably around 60 to 62 cents is what I'm thinking for this thing. It probably wants to make its way down there, and then it'll move up. It'll have another positive reaction. That is KAVA. Let's move on from there. OHM USD. Olympus. Ohm. Volume. See, and this is why it's important to pay attention to volume when you're doing DEX Screener, because this one is the top one, yes, but it's got 46K in volume, where this one here is the second one, it's got 172K in volume. Let's use that one because it's probably going to have more certified price action. I do want to look at them, I suppose. Let's look at them on the weekly. Oh my goodness. What is this, man? What even is this? There, it looks a little bit better. Let's see real quick. OHM. Get the one that says 46K. Okay, good. They look the same. At least it's not weird. OHM, we're going to use the one with higher volume. I mean, it does look weird. Don't get me wrong. This is a very like dramatic downsell, and you basically hit the ground and you're moving sideways now, like forever it seems like. But if you zoom in, yes, it's looks like you're just steady climbing up. Let's put the indicator on yet again. That's what we get with these DEX Screener charts, man. Looking constructive on your weekly RSI, which is nice to see. Yeah. I think it wants to go higher. I do. I think it wants to keep going higher. I think you are in a spiral upwards, but how much higher does it go? I don't know. I don't feel like fibs are going to help with something like this. Maybe it does go all the way back up to $100 or something like that. Let's see. Maybe not. Just because I'm not saying that as like that's my thoughts. I'm just saying who knows. Because it is such a weird chart. 192 million. V2. If you have not migrated, read more. That's cool. I like how you do that, CoinGecko. Very kind. Man, what was I just going to look at? Oh yeah, I was going to look at this. Circulating supply, total supply. Okay, cool. What about the tokenomics? Where would I find those? This new layout's got me, man. Tokenomics is somewhere. Right? Maybe not. Is there not a button for the tokenomics? Whatever. It's okay. I don't know when the release date is for these coins, which would be nice to know. That is a decent bit that is left out, but that's okay. I swear it was supposed to be up here, but maybe not. I'm just trying to find it real quick. Can't find it. So that's Olympus. Ohm probably continues to move up, and again, where's it going to go? I don't know. I don't really know what fibs to use because I don't feel comfortable drawing it to that down there. That is what they call a scam wick, because something just awry happened there. I could draw it from this top, but would I draw it from this low? Like I really don't know. Top to bottom here. I mean, I don't think fibs would help. At least that fib's not going to help. Let's see. Maybe this top to bottom here. You might be, and I do, again, I think that you're moving steadily up. You might see prices at $13 to $13.40 relatively soon. That would be my guess, my best guess. Probably wants to continue moving up. Would be my best guess, yeah. So that's Ohm. XDC now. No. XDC. Gotta love XDC, man. KuCoin. KuCoin's fine, I think. Right? Yeah, it moved down. Man, I remember I was getting a lot of hate, a lot of heat whenever the price was up here, and I was talking about prices going to 4 cents, maybe even 2 cents. Or no. This wasn't the one that I was saying. No way would I have said 2 cents, because that would have been a lower low. But I remember talking about it going below 5 cents, and people were like, it won't go below 5, because it held this for like a few weeks. And then, anyways, here we are, still below 5 cents. We've gone up, we've gone down, we're consolidating. Nice to see. I wouldn't worry about this thing at all, man. You might be continuing to move sideways, right? This line isn't drawn like completely straight, but maybe you keep ping-ponging around until you hit these lines, and then you move up, something like that. Maybe you move up before you even touch those lines, but you do have support at least on like a price level and kind of like a time level with that, you know. So at some point, maybe next month or even March, you could see this thing starting to move up again. I do think you'll take this high out. I absolutely do. I'm pretty confident that that was the low, though. If you do go below it, it would probably be just barely. But that's how you found your low last time, right? You were pretty flat. Here you are, pretty flat right now. And actually, you found your low here, went flat for a while, then you went slightly lower, and then you went up, right? So you could go just a little bit lower than that low, of course. Maybe you do that. Maybe you do that sometime within the next month, actually, and then you can start to build up again. You'll probably go to 11.5 to 15 cents, somewhere in that range. But first, I would say you're just going to ping pong in this area for a little while, up and down and all around. You're at the lower end of it, so if you wanted to trade and buy here and then sell up here, that's probably a smart idea. But it might go lower in the time being, so I don't know if I would actually buy here. The daily does look a little weak, rejecting the 50. To be fair, you have no problem being overbought. You don't like being oversold, apparently, so that is a sign of strength in my opinion. But very neutral price action. So again, I really wouldn't be surprised if it went lower from here. Not dramatically lower, but just a little bit lower from here. Again, if you go below these lows here, it'll be barely. And that'll probably be like the last. That'll be, if you do see price go below this low here, that's going to be like your last chance to buy at lows. But even right now, it's at a pretty low price. So fairly decent area to accumulate. I think this thing has a lot of potential, but for now it's going to be pent up potential accumulating before it's ready to make its next phase up, probably in longer than a month from now. In about a month, maybe 2 months, then it'll start to move up again and form another higher high. So that's XDC, MNW, Morpheus Network. I remember the first time I looked at this one, man, I thought it looked pretty nice. It has since not looked as nice, but it's not looking terrible. I would think it wants to go lower, but probably just like XDC, probably not too much lower. Let's see. You could come all the way back to your 61869. All the way down to around like 57 to 67 cents. Sure, you could. You rejected your 236. You're hugging that 382. Not really getting the positive reaction I'd look for. You know, generally speaking, I would think that you would see some kind of price action like that. And with Bitcoin and the rest of crypto taking a dump, that might happen. Top to bottom to top here. 1414, 1272 down there. Your 1618's all the way down here. You could even go to like 49 cents. Yeah, sure. I would look more to that 60 to 63 cent area personally, with 49 cents being a possibility as well. But yeah, lower is what I think for MNW, and then we could talk about you going up, but for now, lower. LMWR USD. LMWR, I don't know what this one is. Up and down and up again. All right, so let's see. Pretty strong on your weekly RSI. Not a bad look. Could be a double top here. It's absolutely possible. Volume's dying off, not encouraging. Yeah, we just got you on Kraken and KuCoin. Let me see. Yeah, we'll use Kraken. You might have bearish divergence. on your weekly. It doesn't look like it now, but if this week in the next 18 hours, 35 minutes, if you come down even like a little bit more, you get this like double top solidified. I mean, you could have some bearish divergence and see a move that would take you all the way back down to about 32 cents. Here you are sitting at about 53 cents now. It's not looking good. This volume is not looking good. I kind of would expect that you turn around, yeah. At some point. 4 hour doesn't look half bad. Maybe in the next day or so you move up a little bit more, but you might be getting ready to break out to the downside at any point in time right now. Like this little ascending trend line you have, I'm not going to draw it, but you can see it, right? This little like path that you're on with these higher lows. You can see the difference, right? Look at this though. Bounced, bounced, bounce, bounce, bounce. Where's the bounce? It's losing steam, man. It is losing steam. You can even see it in another sense too, right? Bounce here, strong move up. Bounce here, pretty strong move up. Didn't go significantly higher, but look at the momentum, the speed of it, right? Well, I guess this one did go pretty fast, but it was very short-lived. All these other ones were a little bit more sustained, so less sustained to the upside, less of a bounce that you have an immediate reaction. You might be getting ready to roll over actually today. I was saying that today maybe go up a little more, but I'm starting to think that might not happen. I think you're getting ready very soon to see this thing come back down to prices that are around 30 cents, man. 30 cents would be my best guess. Probably lower than that even though. Yeah. 24 cents. Around 24 cents is where I think you're going. And then from there we can talk about you going higher, but you're going down probably around there. You'll see about a 50%, a little bit more than that of a drop from the current price. So that is whatever this is, LMWR. Finishing it all up now with FRM, USD, Ferrum on KuCoin. I love KuCoin, man. KuCoin, you guys, is like one of the I feel like they're like one of the better exchanges out there, man, as far as like the spirit of crypto, honestly. Did you know, so I don't know, a lot of you guys might not know this. I'm getting off on a tangent, but for those of you who stuck around, you can hear this little story. So KuCoin, at one point in time, they had a HQ in China, and they were going to get raided. They were going to get raided. There was actually like a big story like coming out that they were going to get raided. There was talks about it, and what happened was the Chinese officials that were going to raid it, because it was illegal to, like, they were going to shut them down because it was illegal or whatever, what they were doing. It's not illegal. It shouldn't be illegal, but they deemed it illegal because they want to have like complete control over crypto, where KuCoin itself wants to give freedom to people to buy and sell whatever cryptos they want. But they went to get their HQ shut down, and the whole building was empty. It was empty. No people were in it, nothing. So there's this big like scandalous media talking about like just like KuCoin even exists, like there's nobody in there, like whatever. But they left. They like migrated to Singapore. They knew it was coming. They migrated, and I think they're somewhere different now. Maybe they're still in Singapore, but they went. I'm fairly positive they went to Singapore. They outsmarted them. They went to a different country where the jurisdiction was legal and more friendly, and they stayed alive, man. They stayed alive. There was a lot of like fear around KuCoin at that time. Like a lot of people thought that it was going to get their assets were going to get frozen and stuff like that. But no, KuCoin outsmarted them, man. They stayed afloat so that people could keep trading on it, and so that they didn't get in trouble, obviously too. But you know, I don't know. I have respect for KuCoin. They outsmarted the Chinese government there, or the officials, whoever. They probably got tipped off though from someone on the inside too. But anyways, finishing this up, Ferrum. I remember that happening, man. I like moved my coins off of KuCoin because I was scared that was going to happen. Rejected the 382, rejecting it. You probably come back down to 43.6 cents. 4.36 cents. You're at 6.8 right now, but you probably come back down, find support there, and then move up. I do think you want to move up. I doubt that you take these lows out. You're going to form a higher low and then move up more. But it doesn't look to me like you're ready to move up. It did right here. You didn't get the follow through. You're still trying to, but rejecting the same area you've been rejecting. Previous area of support. When you break this, you'll probably make a straight shot up to 20 cents to 27 cents. But for now, I think you're going back down to about 4.3 cents. Yeah, overbought, just got out of the overbought zone, hugging this green line, might see a little pullback, reload, and then break through on the next attempt. Daily looks like it wants to go down, yes. So again, probably going around 4.3 to 4.4 cents, somewhere in that area. And that's it, you guys. That's all I got for you. So if you liked the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to see more. Definitely hit that like button. I don't know if any of these look like they're winners, if any of them look like they won it. Which one was it? Was it OPSEC actually, or Ohm? It was Ohm. This might be the winner actually. We're gonna give you the winner on that one. Dacus. We're giving you the gold medal for tonight. Congratulations. This is the only one that looks like it wants to continue moving upwards. All the other ones look like they want to pull back. So, good job. If there was a loser, I don't know. I really don't know. Honestly, I don't know. They're all losers. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't think any of them are. I think they all look like they could do well after they pull back a little bit. But OHM is definitely the winner. So that's all we got. Take care, everybody. Have a good night, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.